Three takeaways from the Cavaliers is from NBA.com. Number one, if there's an unsustainable aspect to the start, which the Cavs are trying to go to 12-0 tonight, it's certainly the league best 42.2% from three-point range. Number two, Cavs starting lineup with Okoro as the fifth guy was outscored by 11 points in less than 10 minutes against Brooklyn, but they've now outscored their opponents by 28.3 points per 100 possessions in Levert's 210 minutes. So we talked about Levert earlier. Number three, Darius Garland had only 20 against the Nets, having dropped 39 and 27 against Milwaukee and Golden State earlier in the week, but he was efficient. Now has an effective field goal percentage of 66%, up from 52.4 last season, which wasn't far off his mark the previous 2 years. So again, Garland playing really well. The three-point shooting, it's a point of emphasis. So, yeah, it's 42%, probably not sustainable, but they're going to shoot better than they had in the previous years because they're getting open looks.
They're getting them up, they're letting them fly, they're getting them up early into the shot clock, which also creates other opportunities for them to also get offensive rebounds and get more shots up, right? This is a team that obviously we can talk about. You're not going to be able to shoot the ball as well as you have. Kenny Atkinson has been saying for the last week that they've been shooting over their head. The expectation is that is going to drop at some point, but when is that going to happen, right? The conversation continues to be it's not going to continue. But each game, it feels like it does. There was a point against the Brooklyn Nets where I think it was midway into the second quarter, and they still were shooting 75% from the field. Like, ridiculous amounts. And obviously, there was a lid put on the basket in the second half. Things got stagnant in the third quarter. But this is a team that's going to get up a lot of shots, like you mentioned. And if they're able to do that, they're able to be physical on the offensive glass, get rebounds, and then be working in that pace like we've talked about all season, getting up shots early into the shot clock. It's going to create more opportunities for them. And like you mentioned, even if they're not missing as many, if they're taking more, the percentage and the field goals are going to go up, and it's going to be even more valued for this team.